Yeah, well, that is possible. Look, I work in an office environment, and so I don't do that. And at the same time, people that basically look, somebody who's ancestral, somebody who's young, they don't have this problem. I'll explain to you why. Somebody who's got a good oral microbiome and a good functioning body that can actually balance these things out, hasn't had a lot of damage like middle-aged people like myself, is gonna be more ancestral. Will have more of these ancestral effects. Like the ancestral people, they don't brush their teeth. Never have. Nobody has in the past. It's only agriculturalists. If you take a look, the science of dentistry emerges with agriculture. They used to pull out teeth in the past, and they used to the Egyptians even used to make false teeth for their people. So, but before that, tribal people, and even tribal people today, have never had that issue. But remember, none of us are Puritans. Some of us still drink alcohol, like me, eat ice cream, like me, and do other things. And so those sort of things, they're going to have a negative effect on tooth enamel. And also, we may have pre-existing damage of, so yeah, something like that as well. Those things. And so that sort of years and years of damage, erosion and stuff like that, it's going to take a very long time to reverse a lot of that damage. I mean, my oral health is way better now in that regard, and I don't have any bad breath issues or anything like that. And sometimes I don't even brush my teeth. I forget to brush my teeth, and I'm fine. In that regard. But usually, if I don't go into the office, I don't bother at all, whatsoever. And I've sort of into my mouth or whatever. I've been around Hello Kitty. Even today I hadn't brushed. She didn't notice anything. She would have said. She always comments if something's a bit off. She'll go, "Oh, you smell," or "You this," or "You that." She's a bit like that. But anyway, so I would have known. Let's put it that way. So yes, there is something to be said when you take away all the carbs and the garbage out of your diet. It does have a profound effect on improving your oral microbiome and the sort of situation in terms of breath, whether it smells good or not. So yes, so in that regard. So it does make a difference. If you're young and you're on a carnivorous diet and you decide to be on that, you probably don't need to worry about brushing your teeth. Rinsing with your mouth with a bit of water is probably all you need to do, for food particulates. I mean, even tribal people, you'd see them that use like picks that pick their teeth. You see tribal people picking their teeth, clearing out, they're basically just clearing out their teeth of all the food particles and stuff like that. So to say that they don't is nonsense, because they do. And all animals groom themselves, clean themselves, and do things like that. So it's not as if they don't do it. We've just created modern ways. I mean, you could basically just rinse your mouth out and just use a pick to just clear out all the particulates, or the popular one now being where you've got high pressure water, like a pressure nozzle, and you just clean out your teeth around the stuff, get rid of all the food particles and all that, rinse out your mouth, done. So as long as you've got a healthy oral microbiome, you probably don't need to brush at all. So, I'm actually looking into getting one of those devices and going toothpaste and brush free in the future. So I'm considering that. So it may happen.
Man, for the longest time, I was just like basically just flossing, and at the end of the day, I'd just brush my teeth with nothing, maybe some salt, and that's what I was doing. I ended up getting a fluoride-free toothpaste because sometimes it's just nice, I guess. I still have this attachment towards brushing my
Yeah,
teeth.
I know. It's psychological. I mean,
Yeah,
I do it as well. And if I'm going to a function or whatever, I'll brush my teeth with something with a minty thing. Like that's why I buy that with a minty thing. I could actually, they have a plainer one, but I could actually, because it's, yeah, you sort of think, oh, I'm going to be around people, talking with people. If my breath's got a minty flavor, it's going to be, I don't know. It's just, there's a lot of good brainwashing that's happened over decades and decades for us to be thinking in those terms.